Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Tuesday night from a very, very, very windy Southern California. Going to do my best to get through this stream without any power outages or internet outages, as it is insanity over here right now. So I'm going to try to get through this. If the stream cuts out, I apologize. I'm going to give it a go. We'll see what happens. But tonight, hopefully, this is some Dodger trade wins or rumor wins, whatever you want to call it. Tonight, we're going to talk about Tanner Scott, the Los Angeles Dodgers, and potentially the Boston Red Sox being a threat to steal Tanner Scott from the Dodgers. And so when it came out a couple of days ago, and they were talking about potentially an $80 million kind of want or kind of hope from Tanner Scott to get a 4-year, $80 million deal, $20 million a year. And we were sitting back talking about and thinking about, like, who's going to pay that? Like, who are the Dodgers bidding with when it comes to that? Who's their prime competition in that? Is it the Mets? Is it the Yankees? We know it's not the Padres. Could the Giants do something crazy? Would the Angels get involved just to try to stick it to the Dodgers and then trade Scott later? Who knows, right? Who was that other team that was going to be getting involved here is kind of what we were searching for. And then literally within a few hours, the Boston Red Sox name started gaining some traction. The Boston Red Sox name started becoming potentially a threat. And now you're seeing some things, you know, on the internet, or some reporters calling Boston maybe now the favorite to land Tanner Scott. Now, before we go down that path, I want to remind everybody that of a few things here. The Boston Red Sox absolutely could be in on Tanner Scott. The Boston Red Sox absolutely could get him if they offer 4 years, $80 million. They could do it. Will they? That remains to be seen. Now, I kind of did some digging, made some calls, talked to some people over the last handful of days, and talked to a couple more today. And there seems to be a little bit of a buzz picking up about the Boston Red Sox trying to get both Tanner Scott and Alex Bregman. That's just some buzz that's been picking up, okay? Now, if the Red Sox feel that they can get them both, then they may slightly overpay to make that happen. What I'm hearing is if they are not able to get both, then they may not get either. And that's kind of where it's at right now. Well, earlier today, maybe that's changed. But a couple of things I want to caution when it comes to the Boston Red Sox and people who are kind of thinking, oh, great, the Dodgers are out. Oh, great, we're not going to get them. Here we go again, right? Couple of things to caution. First things first, drop a like on the video if you're just coming in, and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel or you've been here a while and have yet to sub. Couple of things to mention when it comes to the Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox were linked heavily to Juan Soto, and on Thanksgiving night, were pretty much being labeled the favorite to get him, and everyone was kind of running with that, right? Then it became they were a prime candidate. Then it really turned out that they weren't. So were they driving the price up? I wouldn't go that far. I think they really were trying to get him, and it just got to a certain place, went past that. Okay. Now we got Teoscar Hernandez, and the Boston Red Sox were quote unquote the biggest threat to steal him from the Dodgers. As time went on, they kind of faded back a little bit, and it turns out they weren't there. They weren't going to be a team that was going to be considered at the end, nor pay what people thought they were going to. Now, this could exactly be the case with Tanner Scott all over again. This could be Boston being linked. This could be Boston's the main competition, and then all of a sudden, poof, they're gone. They're out of it. He becomes a Dodger. He becomes someone else's signee, and Boston wasn't in it. Could very well go down that path again. Or this may be the time where they didn't get Soto, they didn't get Teoscar, and they were planning to make a run at Soto. Didn't work, but on their actual whiteboard, their scenario outside of Soto could have been, all right, let's get a starting pitcher, Walker Buehler. Let's get Alex Bregman, and let's get Tanner Scott. Maybe that was their realistic attainability on their board. Maybe. And if that's the case, they already got Walker Buehler. They already got him. So if their dream offseason is Walker Buehler, Bregman, Tanner Scott, they already got Aroldis Chapman, who's up there in age, but can still be effective. And if they add those guys to their roster after getting Buehler, Chapman, they add Bregman and Tanner Scott. Now you're talking about a whole other team that can cause some disruption in the American League next season. They can hit. They had a better season last year than a lot of people thought they would. They were in it a lot later than people thought they would be. And with the additions that they've made, and if they continue to make a couple additions here, then the Boston Red Sox could really be a thorn in the side of the New York Yankees and some of the other teams in the American League. As the Orioles have lost people, right? The Yankees obviously lost Soto. So if Boston can kind of get some things going here, who knows what we may be looking at next season in the AL East. Having said that, the Dodgers are also sitting back and looking at it like, look, we're going for another championship. Some teams have added more. We've added more. We've kept our own and added more. We've added Blake Snell. We've added Conforto. We've added pieces. We traded away Lux. We got a draft pick and a prospect that we like. We're freeing up roster spots here. We're getting rid of liabilities. And Tanner Scott may be another guy that they're like, look, we were committed to go to a certain number to Soto. We probably weren't going to get there as far as the peak of the mountain there where the two New York teams were going. But I do believe that the Dodgers were comfortable with spending a certain amount of money per year that they had either for Soto or a bunch of other pieces. And Tanner Scott and Roki Sasaki seem to be those two guys that the Dodgers are kind of lining things up with. We heard earlier today that the Dodgers are pushing back all of their international amateur signings past January 25th. So they are leaving that window completely open for Roki Sasaki. You've got that hot mess that's going on in San Diego with their ownership group. The San Francisco Giants are desperate as hell and have to settle for a Justin Verlander at $15 million for 42 years old with jello arm. So the Dodgers are looking around and it's like the Dodgers have a decision to make. Is this the Boston Red Sox that was in the betting for Soto and Teoscar? Or is this the Boston Red Sox that got Walker Buehler? Which one is this? How serious are the Boston Red Sox when it comes to Tanner Scott? And if they're kind of going the a la Kawhi Leonard, Paul George route of 2019 of we'll overspend to get both, but we got to get both. We saw that worked out for the Clippers, right? I know it's a different sport, but the train of thought seems to be they're locked in on trying to get both. And they may give Tanner Scott that 4-year, $80 million if they're able to secure Bregman. Now, the Dodgers could be like, all right, this is our offer. We're going to bail and go somewhere else. We're not waiting to see what Boston does. And maybe that forces Tanner Scott's hand a little bit if he is truly has designs on being a Los Angeles Dodger. So these are things that kind of go back and forth with negotiations. There could still be teams out there, the Yankees, the Mets, the big, there could be a team that comes in late. But as of right now, as of earlier today, it was starting to feel like it's coming down to the Dodgers and Red Sox. And someone can get involved late. That's always a chance. But that's what it seems like is in the cards right now for Tanner Scott. So for the Dodgers, things haven't changed. Went into the offseason, get a lefty starter. They got Blake Snell. Bring back Blake Trinan. Bring back Teoscar Hernandez. Try to add another dominant arm in the bullpen. And try to get Roki Sasaki. And so far, the Dodgers are batting 1,000 there. They've achieved everything they've set out to do. The last two pieces on this board are Tanner Scott and Roki Sasaki. And is there a trade that the Dodgers look to secure a full-time center fielder? Now, with Gavin Lux being traded, it'll be interesting if someone like a Luis Roberts is still in play. But the fact that they already moved on from Lux and didn't get a starting center fielder, very interested to see what other prospects or players would be in play to move to get that person. So maybe the White Sox wanted like an Andy Pages, and the Dodgers are like, probably not going to do that. Maybe they wanted a Dalton Rushing, and the Dodgers are like, nah, we're not going to do that. Maybe the Dodgers offered Lux, and the White Sox are like, we're not going to do that. Did they offer Lux in a deal for Devin Williams in Milwaukee? Or did the Dodgers hold out on that? Hard to tell. Hard to believe they held on when they ended up trading him anyways. But that's because we don't know if the Dodgers feel they have a legitimate shot at Sasaki and Tanner Scott. We don't know that yet. I believe that they have an outstanding shot at both of them. Will they get both of them? That remains to be seen. But 4 years, $80 million, Tanner Scott. And if the Dodgers want some deferrals in there, some signing bonuses, and Boston's going the full rate, just paying him outright, he's got some things to consider. He's got some things to discuss with his family, with his agent, and kind of go from there. But Tanner Scott potentially joining either the Dodgers or the Red Sox seems to be the topic of conversation today. So appreciate everyone tuning in right now. Over 100 people on Twitter, X. We got over 130 people on YouTube right now. If you guys have not done so already, like I said, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already. You can also become a member to the channel. You can click the join button or the first link in the description to become a member. Great way to help support the channel. And for less than the cost of lunch, you can become a member for an entire month. On that note, you can also get your MLB, NBA, NFL gear, and more. Make sure to use our link to get special discounts. Your purchase helps supports the channel. Your purchase does not change your order experience by using our link. All it does is get you entitled to some special discounts. And because we've partnered with the good people at Fanatics, when you order through them via us, they take care of us. And a pretty simple way to help out. So we appreciate you guys and who have done so already, who have placed all the orders. I appreciate all the subscribers, the members, and those who have dropped a like on the video. And if you're on Twitter X, drop a like on the post and repost the post. You can also follow us on EmpireJeffTV on Instagram, EmpireJeffTV on TikTok, and of course, EmpireJeffTV here on YouTube at EmpireJeff_ on Twitter X. So let me know where you guys are sitting right now with the thoughts on Tanner Scott right now. Do you think he gets a 4-year, $80 million deal? Do you think there's other teams involved other than the Dodgers and the Red Sox? How confident are you that the Dodgers can get him? Let me know what you guys think in the chat right now. How confident are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 to 10. We've been doing 1 to 10s lately. 1 to 10. How confident are you that the Dodgers can get Tanner Scott. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm very interested to see if it does end up being 4 years, $80 million. I'm very interested to see if one of these teams back out, like if the Dodgers pivot or Boston pivots, that number could drop rather quickly. So maybe this deal can get done sooner rather than later. I thought that Tanner might be done prior to Roki. I think I'm still in line with that. So if that's the case, I don't think Roki signs till at least, I'd say the 18th through the 23rd, the 5-day window. I think he signs in. I think Tanner Scott signs before that, and I would give it a 7.5. That I think the Dodgers have a chance at getting him. They need him. They want him. I think he wants to be here. He just wants to get paid his rate, what he feels he's worth, somewhere in the hater range. And I think the Dodgers can make that happen on a 4-year deal. Maybe trying to convince him to do some deferrals. Maybe try a signing bonus, kind of like they did with Teoscar. He's probably got a buffet of options, sitting back, deciding, and then kind of going from there. But I think there's a good chance that they could secure Tanner Scott, and I think there's an excellent chance that they're still going to be the team to get Roki Sasaki. And that situation that's going on with San Diego, I'm not going to do a whole show on that, but I do want to talk about it because I think it's terrible. I don't think there's a chance that San Diego loses their team, but I want to, say that I hope that's not the case, although I don't believe they will. Major League Baseball has a pretty strict policy when it comes to a succession plan. And from everything that I understand, the owner, before he passed away, the succession plan was to go to his brother. Now, the wife is saying something else, making all kinds of accusations. But it doesn't really overrule the succession plan. If that is indeed true, which appears to be the case. She's kind of locked out of that. So that'll play out. It does suck that this is happening. I don't wish relocation on the Padres. It's all fun and games. It's good banter. I've talked with a lot of content creators who cover the Padres who are very good people. I've talked to a lot of Padre fans when I've gone to Padre games. Even Padre fans that come up to Dodger Stadium, cool people. There's always knuckleheads. We got knuckleheads in our Dodger fan base, right? So I hate to see this. I don't like to see any team go through it. I remember when the Dodgers were going through it with Frank McCourt, it was a disaster. I don't wish that on any fan base. I hope this gets resolved, and this could be put behind them. Their owner operated very irresponsibly before he passed away. May he rest in peace. Great man, but he ran the team like a fan, kind of, right? And he put the team in a real bad position financially, and just move after move after move that was just putting them in more debt and more debt and more debt. They lose their TV deal. They've got all these back-ended contracts. They've got a lot of issues right now. And when it comes to that, they did do that on their own. And AJ Preller obviously did that too. But at the same time, I don't wish relocation on them. And I hope that the brothers get to keep the team and continue to build what their brother did. Even though he did some things that were necessarily not wise. But that happens. You're going to fault an owner for wanting it too bad and trying too hard, while some of the moves weren't the best, weren't necessarily ideal. Are you really going to So in the end, I believe that, the Padres ownership stays with who the succession plan was, because Major League Baseball is pretty concrete with that. And I suspect that to be the case. But if you're Roki Sasaki, and you're already looking at the contracts, and you're already looking at the age, and you're already looking at the TV deal situation, and you're already looking at all these things, then all of a sudden you got to be like, man, now I got to deal with this. Who's going to be my boss? Like who I signed with and who I'm meeting with now. Yeah, it's AJ Preller and the front office. But I'm sure that everyone within the Padre organization is probably giving him assurances that this is ironclad and it's not going to change, but it's going to be messy. Maybe there's some damages involved here because there's other accusations here other than just ownership. There's claims of racism. There's all kinds of claims in here that can lead to some monetary compensation, which could further handcuff the ball club. So if you're Roki Sasaki and his representation, This is something that you have to have high-level concerns with, some high-level worry with. And if you're the Dodgers, you're just sitting back like, I ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing, right? We're just sitting over here stacking trophies, ready to stack some more. Come on down over here where we draw $4 million. We got the best TV deal in the business. We got Shohei. We got Yoshinobu. Come on down, man. Come on down. We're gonna get another Team Japan teammate probably next year to play third base. Come on down, man. Come on down. And I think that's I think that is when things are starting to set in right now for Roki Sasaki. Sorry, guys. And I think he's looking at this from like a high level, big picture thing. And maybe he really did consider the Padres. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. But I think he's looking back right now, and I still think it's the Dodgers. Could there be a surprise? Sure. Steve Cohen can't pay him now, but would he try to, do something dirty and say, like, I'm gonna give you $400 million when you're a free agent? Just do it now. Yeah, that's a major no-no if he gets caught. But like these teams try all kinds of crazy stuff. But I still think he ends up a Dodger. I still think he has potential to have a fantastic long career here with Yoshinobu and Ohtani. You have a chance to have 3 Japanese starting pitchers. I think that might be something cool for him to be part of, as well as the others. And I just think that this is going to be, in the end, I don't think he does the Kawhi thing and goes, well, I want to beat them, not be them. And I think in the end, he ends up a Dodger. I think in the end that that Tanner Scott has a good chance to become a Dodger. I would say the chances of Roki are higher. Maybe just let Roki talk to Tanner Scott instead of Shohei. Let him know what it's like when some of those Padre checks didn't cash, right? Got to let them know how they couldn't make payroll. Maybe he can let them know that. But aside from that, all jokes aside, I do feel bad for what's going on in San Diego, man. So appreciate you guys for tuning in again. This is Empire Jeff TV. I am Empire Jeff. We're sitting here on a Tuesday night talking Los Angeles Dodgers. We're talking Tanner Scott. We're talking Roki Sasaki. We're talking all kinds of things here, man. But right now, as of right now, it seems that the 2 teams leading the clubhouse right now for Tanner Scott are the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. So now we remain to see what happens, where he chooses, and where we go from there. So try to get to some of your chats here in a second here. Let's see. We got 25 likes on the video with 160 people in the building. Come on, y'all. Step that up a little bit. All right, cool. So we got Lucky going crazy over here. Don't care. What's going on? Don't care. Hope you're doing good tonight, man. If any of you guys are in LA dealing with these wins, man, hope you guys are doing all right. Hearing some crazy stories, man, from a lot of people. We got fires around us. The wind is going nuts. It's craziness right now. I'm hopeful that this stream will be able to make it through, but we're gonna have to wait and see, man. Search, what's good, my guy? Search, appreciate you. The best in the game, the mod god, the god of mods, the best in the business. Appreciate you, brother. Search. LA for Life says, stay safe if you stay in LA near the Palisades. Fire is crazy. Yeah, man, it's nuts. You could. I'm not near the Palisades, but when I was driving home, you could see the fires. You could see the smoke. The ashes, the wind is blowing the ashes everywhere. This is one of the worst windstorms we've had in a while. It's bad. It is really bad. Our power went out in the middle of the night last night, went in and out throughout the day. It's been pretty solid since I've been home tonight. So hopefully that continues. What's going on, Justin? Greetings from France, 5:30 a.m. here. Hey, greetings, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in all the way from France. You are appreciated. Lewis, what's going on, Lewis? What's good, my brother Jeff? Get the likes up and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and tell a friend or a family member about the channel. Here we go. Let's go, Dodgers. You got to believe. Let's go. Appreciate you. BC says, yeah, we're not talking Lakers tonight, man. I had a feeling that people were going to be looking for kind of another source of content tonight. There's not only ashes and dust and fires in the sky, but there's a purple and gold kind of apocalypse popping off tonight, man. That a lot of people are upset about right now. I just avoided that altogether today. I think a lot of people are starting to get an understanding of where I was a year ago. Go Dodgers. That's right. That's right. Let's see. Let's be honest. We haven't lost a multi-year free agent battle to the Red Sox in a long time. That's true. That's very true. Let's see. The notification. You should call into the show. You know, fun fact, Search accidentally called into a show one time when he was modding us on another platform. And that app was so messed up that Search accidentally joined the show. I think Search accidentally shut down a show. I accidentally shut down someone else's show. Like that. Oh, man, the PSF days. What's going on, Michael? Prayers for the people of SoCal. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. LA for last says LBC. What's going on again? Daniel Barry, what's going on, my guy? Chilltown All-Star, what's going on? Appreciate you. Be safe. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, it's going all right now. It's going all right now. Manimal, what's going on, man? What's good, Jeff? Watching your stream with my 4 girlfriends. Did you let know about his advice helping me with the ladies? I did. And he always just laughs. I talked to Lo a couple of days ago. Yeah, so he was laughing when I told him that. Whoever gives him that 80 mil is who's going to sign Scott. I think the Dodgers made their offer and it ain't 80 mil. You might be right. But we'll see. The Dodgers have a way with doing it. Maybe they offer the 80 mil, but there were deferrals and signing bonuses, and maybe he kind of wants somewhere in the middle, and we'll see where that ends up. Let's see. Samuel, what's going on, Samuel? Greetings, Jeff, and everyone. Greetings from Tijuana. Go Dodgers for Tanner Scott. I know we got people from Tijuana in the house today. We got France. That's what's up, man. All this international love for our Los Angeles Dodgers. That's what I'm talking about. Don't Care says, has Tanner given up on $20 million a year yet? I don't know. I don't know where the actual offer stands. We know that seems to be his contract demands, and the Boston Red Sox might be desperate enough to do that if it means them getting Bregman as well. I think Scott is waiting it out right now. His deal will probably land 65, 70 million for 4-year range. When he first hit free agency, I thought he would be 4 years, 60 mil. That's what I thought it was going to be. Then I had some people tell me that might have been too high. And I was like, really? Now, as we get further into the offseason, that number has gone up. Maybe it settles between 60 and $70 million. It might. It just might. I don't recall us losing in bidding war on a free agent to Boston. We were never in a bidding war, I don't think, to anyone to Boston. Kike left because the Dodgers were letting him walk the same year they let Jock Peterson walk, but it wasn't a bidding war. Let me think off the top of my head right now when they lost someone in a bidding war to Boston. They've lost plenty of people in a bidding war to the Yankees. But Boston, free agent, bidding war. I don't know if they were ever trying to, and this was a long time ago. I don't know if they were trying to bring back Pedro when he was a free agent. And Boston, but I don't know if I think he went free agent and signed with Boston. When he signed with Boston, David Price, I don't think was ever in a situation where the Dodgers were trying to sign him early on, in a bidding war with Boston. So I can't remember off the top of my head. They were linked to Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani against us. So yep, they've been linked to a lot of guys against us. We've gotten most of them, not all of them. Agent trying to use Boston to drive up the price for the Dodgers. Very, very possible. It depends on if Scott values winning. Red Sox are a question mark when it comes to winner contender. Yeah, but if they add a Bregman with Scott after adding Buehler, these are steps in the right direction for a team that really wasn't that bad last year. Bregman would be some offensive help. Yeah, for a team that was, pretty decent hitting the ball last year. And they got some pretty good young pitching. They got some good young pieces. They just need to add to that team to take them to the next level. And these moves of those would happen. Okay, so Serge, I got to figure this out. I don't know how to get this to work. I added, I think, 3 pictures of Lucky for the member emojis. I did them exactly how the instructions said. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Yeah, it's not coming up. I got to get that fixed. I'm going to check that after the stream. I put up 3 member emojis. All 3 of them are Lucky. Can't get them to work for some reason. I had it as a family one first, as you could do the family one, then I took the family feature away, just left it. So someone in the chat knows how to do it. If I'm doing it wrong, let me know, but I'll go ahead and look to get that right after the show. I want a 300 hitter. Yeah, BC doesn't like anybody who can't hit 300, 325 in today's MLB. Randy Scott. What's going on, Randy? Is Scott worth the equivalent of 168 million. Of 168 million? You mean on like a 8-year deal? I don't understand what you're saying. Let's see. Alfonso says Mets will sign Tanner. Maybe. I mean, they could. Will they? I don't know. They really haven't been linked to him too much at all. So that would be somewhat of a surprise. So I don't necessarily think that, they've been okay. Oh, is that why? Why is it putting Lucy? Hold on. I misspelled like they try to do it in a rush. Hold on. Yeah, it's not coming up. I type in Luck. It's not coming up. None of them coming up though. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Sorry, guys. They work? Okay, yeah. I was seeing it in the StreamYard portion of it. So there we go. There we go. Okay, cool. My little guy right there, little sir. I was seeing it pop up in StreamYard, and I was like, so did it work the last stream search? Because that's what it is. In StreamYard, it doesn't show it. That's why. Okay, I'm a moron. Appreciate you. Okay, let me see. Just drop that one. Let me see here. All right, there's the second one. 1 second here. Oh, there we go. So the 3 different lucky emojis there. I'm gonna add some more, but that is the terrorist known as Lucky, the mascot of the show, the common disruptor of the show. Appreciate your search. I thought they weren't working, so it appears that it is. They've been working. Okay, so it worked when I have it set up as the family one before, and that one I think you can see all of them when you just type in Lucky, and you can pick the one, right? You don't got to type them in. So if that's the case, I'll go back and I'll fix that. I'll fix it, put it back as the family one. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So let me get back to where I left off. I thought it was broken. So I'm following the instructions completely. I was just not working, but it was working. Don't the Mets want Tanner Scott? I'm sure every team would want him. Are they going to get him when they got Diaz and they're filling in other needs? Just because Cohen has all the money in the world doesn't mean he's going to absolutely use it. Nando, what's going on, Nando? Flip the package they got for Lux with some bums like Robleski and get a big arm. Well, they can't trade the competitive balance pick. They can't trade that. You can't trade picks in baseball except for that one, the competitive balance. And you can only the team who has it could trade it. Once you trade for it, you can't trade it again. So they can't trade the package per se that they got for Lux. They could trade the prospect, but they can't trade the draft pick that they got for Lux. Chilton All-Star says, I wanted an MLB ready player for Lux. Kind of bum about that deal. His bat is better than Kim's defense, and that's my early take. I hope Kim proves me wrong. Well, Chilton, I would say let's wait this out. I would remember and think back to when the Dodgers made that trade with the Cincinnati Reds the last time they did a big trade with them, when they sent Matt Kemp and Yasiel Puig and Wood, dumped all those guys at Cincinnati, and they brought back Josiah Gray. They brought back Jeter Downs and pieces that helped us get Mookie Betts, Scherzer, and Trey Turner. So what I would tell you is the Dodgers have been down this path before, and I'm fairly confident that this move is a prelude or preclude to another move. And I would not judge the Lux deal yet until it's at completion. Part of this Lux deal is getting a draft pick, getting a prospect, and signing Hae-Sung Kim. As of right now, I think that's a good deal. And I think they're going to continue to add to it. And I think we can't judge this deal until we get to that point. Let's see. 163 people in the building right now on YouTube. 150 on Twitter X right now. Appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love, man. Appreciate y'all. Bichette, Vlad to LA. Man, I don't think. Yeah, that'd be crazy, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Bichetta, I don't think the Dodgers are too high on. And Vladdy's interesting, man. Now, Vladdy's the type of guy I could see in Boston. He's the guy I could see in Boston. But if they're going after Bregman, probably not the ideal unless they move Bregman. But Vladdy's a guy I could see in Boston. I could absolutely see in Boston. I could see him as a Yankee too, but he said before he doesn't want to play for them. But we'll see. Vladdy would be crazy over there. That's what you do when you want to repeat. Absolutely. At their best, they're both 300 hitters. Let's see. People talking to each other. Nothing gives me rushing gives me DJ Peters vibes. Oh man, no. I don't believe another team will give Scott 4 years, $80 million. I'm not sure they will either. Okay, we got some 9s from 300. Appreciate you. We got a 6 here from Design 209. Justin says chances we get Tanner Scott 20 to 30, 25 to 30%. So on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 3. Okay, he's a little low. 5 in the middle. 8 on Scott for don't care. Yeah, I'm about 7.5. A solid 7.5. Gene the Weasel. What's going on, Gene? 7. Okay. I like the confidence. Dodgers need Scott. Trinan is on his way out. Facts. What's going on, Craig? Appreciate you for tuning in as always. Lewis says 7. People saying hello. Me mind my business. Not sure they go 80 million without deferrals. I'm with you on that. If Scott is cool with around 70 and deferrals, does he want to win is the question. I think he wants to win, but I think he wants to get paid. This is his first big deal, right? Tanner Scott to the Angels, 125 bill for 5 years, no deferments, gets Tommy John in spring training. Hey Jeff, I was reading that Sasaki will sign with the Mutts, he said, Mr. Layback. I mean, I don't know if that's the case. I haven't heard him having a particular heavy interest in signing with anyone on the East Coast. I think that this comes down to someone on the West Coast, particularly literally a West Coast team. Mariners, Dodgers, Padres, Angels, Giants, potentially, right? Texas has, been linked to Japanese players in the past, but Chicago. But I think it's a West Coastal team. I think is what it's going to come down to. My wife's ruined not my wife. My wife's fantastic, man. Shout out to my wifey. Yes, if you want the finest in Lakers and Dodger content and breaking news, you have come to the right place. Appreciate you, Search. What's going on, Joe? You said Boston? Come on. Those fools are broke as a joke. They aren't paying Tanner 4 for 80. Yeah, I mean, I not necessarily saying it's gonna happen, but the talk right now is that they're the team that the Dodgers are kind of bidding against. We'll see if that ends up what it's being in the end. But like I said, we heard that about Soto. We heard that about Teo. They did, quote unquote, technically outbid the Dodgers for Walker Buehler. I feel like if Walker didn't have an offer near the qualifying offer range, if he was going to get 13, 14 million, I think there's a chance he could still be a Dodger. So technically you could say they outbid the Dodgers for Walker Buehler, but the Dodgers had no interest in going past a certain number. They probably never got past 15. So, take that as you may. But Tanner Scott, he's a guy that, if you can get Bregman and Tanner Scott, then you kind of turn your team around rather quickly. Let's see. Hepatitis says Frank McCourt's situation was way worse than this. McCourt was using the money on his wife's Botox. Yeah, that's crazy. What's going on, Vin? What's going on? Great Scott is overrated and will be overpaid. We don't need him. We got arms for days. We do got arms, but like they said, you've got Trinan on his way out 2 more years. Is he going to remain healthy? Kopech has visions of becoming a starter. He's a free agent after this season. So you got to keep in mind, not all these guys may be around long term. You sign Tanner Scott for 4 years, puts you in good position to have a dominant guy for years to come. No money, Red Sox. I don't know what your name is, but appreciate you for tuning in. Don't want the Padres to move. That's the less Dodgers South home games we can attend. There's that part too. Padres are moving to Montreal. That's wild. I'm Roki Sasaki, seeing my name in that lawsuit. Yeah, when you saw his name in the lawsuit, like that's nuts. You're already in a lawsuit before you even pick a team. I'd rather want Sasaki than Scott. No offense, but Sasaki less. Well, our chance, Matthews, our hope is that we get both, and we're in position to do so. Starting to feel like Roki isn't coming to LA. And I don't know why people are starting to think that, Design. There's nothing really other than people out there trying to get clicks that are saying otherwise. There's no one anyone who was talking about him not coming to LA has literally no insight. Then again, the people saying he's coming to LA might not have much either. But when you look at the foundation and the time and the pathway that the Dodgers have been working on Roki longer than anyone, they've got two of his teammates here. They just won the World Series. It's his best chance to win. I think it's a no-brainer for him. I really do. Blade, what's going on, Blade? What's up, Jeff? Just started watching our Dodgers podcast, watching from Visalia, California. Appreciate you in Visalia. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, Dodger fans all over. I got a lot of family in the Fresno, Clovis area up there rocking. They're big-time Dodger and Laker fans up there, too. Visalia, I got a lot of friends in Central California, Northern California. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Thank you. We got Shohei. Yep. And Vin says, when I came home from work today, my wife had the heat way up. First thing I did was take off. Whoa. He took the pants and the jacket off. His heat was way up, huh? Let's see. Almost Ron Burgundy that. Rather have Vlad. I don't think the Dodgers are in position to get Vlad. I don't think they're really going after him. Dodgers just sitting back watching this drama unfold, eating some popcorn. They are when it comes to that for sure. What's going on, Bridges? Makes the most sense for us to get Roki. I agree. Wait till Shohei hits the mound. We will be reminded of who it is we got on the Dodgers. I keep trying to tell people. It's like people forgetting that we got Shohei as a pitcher. People keep forgetting this. I say 60% chance we land Sasaki. I think that's a strong chance too. Kawhi 0 titles since moving to the Clippers. Lakers 1. Facts. Jeff's hat is nice. Thank you, Vin. And this is actually but my people's at Mag Park, at the Mag Park, Magnolia Park. It's a basically a how do you say this? Clothing and shoe store. They sell Jordans, other shoes, both new and used, hard to get, collector items. They've got a bunch of hats. They hooked me up with 2 hats. This one and the Dodgers Japanese version with the Team Japan with the LA on it. Along with this Dodger one here with the patch from Dodger Stadium here. The Mag Park. I got to put that link in the description since they technically gave me these 2 hats. Technically a sponsor. I'm gonna bring them on actually soon. They've got all kinds of gear, all kinds of incredible shoes, stuff you can't find in stores, hats, merch, all kinds of stuff. And they're personal friends of mine. One of them actually played on my basketball team back in my coaching days. And big time company over there they got going. They had one in Vegas, Fairfax, and Burbank, into the Panga Mall, like big time. Shout out to the Mag Park and the hats that they got me. Hooked it up. Shout out my guy Bibbs, my guy Mickey. Pulled pork knees. Wow. I was calling him Ligament Leonard. He said pulled pork knees. That's crazy. Randy says Wolfe has to lay out the business plan for the next 10 years. If he does that, it'll be between the Mets and the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers, yeah. I think the Wolf. I said Wolf. I think the Dodgers 10-year plan is going to be pretty strong because Shohei's there for 9 of them. MLB season almost back. Yeah. Pitchers and catchers report soon, man. You're right, Matthew. Owen said, I think the Dodgers should trade for Ronald Acuna Jr. just for pissing the rest of the MLB off. I don't see why Atlanta would do that, but man, that'd be crazy. Dustin May in the bullpen will work. Yeah, I think at some point he does end up in the bullpen. Made of glass, he ain't winning another chip. Justin says, hey Jeff, when was the last time we lost the bidding war to Boston? Like I said, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Is it bad in LA? Sad to hear. I miss my hometown. Yeah, the weather is pretty. The weather, it's not like storming. It's not a blizzard. Obviously, it doesn't blizzard in LA. It's not like a downpour. But the winds are really, really bad. And we get hit way more with fires than almost any type of thing. It's usually wind that causes the most damage. Don't get it twisted. People cannot drive in this city when it rains. When it rains, it's bad. People don't know how to drive. It's horrible. But the winds really do cause a lot of havoc here. Power lines, trees, all these things go down. Fires start, causes a lot of problems. And we've got some fires already burning More probably to come, unfortunately, and it gets bad. Families lose their homes, people die, and it's sad. So hopefully these wins end sooner rather than later, man. BC says it's 29 degrees in New York, but the 23-mile-per-hour winds make it feel like 6 degrees. That wind chill. For some punch out. My umbrella flew 10 feet over my fence. Yeah, it was bad, man. My barbecue got launched across. Furniture flew out of my gazebo. The TV got pulled out of my gazebo. Man, it was like, man, I was out there like trying to like tie things down. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Very windy in the OC. Yeah, it's bad all over here, man. I'm near Palisades. Alfonso, man, be careful, man. Hope everything's good with you out there, man. Let's see. Garish, appreciate you tuning in. Morning here. LA Dodgers clipping Tanner will close out the season. Roki will be out. By the way, Lakers lost. Who will they blame or pin it on now? Not to unpack there. I think there's a good chance we do get Tanner and Roki. Lakers are a whole different situation. I'll have a video on that probably tomorrow. LeBron ruined the NBA. Here we go. I'm depressed as a Laker fan, but happy for the Dodgers. Me too. It's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, there was a lot of rough Dodger coverage today, man. That's why I pulled up here. And like I said, man, I decided to talk baseball tonight. Looks like we got a super chat in the building. Let me get down here to it. Saw it when I was on the scroll here. Sorry for the delay. Randy Scott, appreciate you for the super chat. Scott's 80 million would be competitive. Tax to 100 equals 168 million. Already talk about the tax. Yeah, depending on what they work out for AAV, yeah, that could be something that could be problematic. But we're gonna have to wait and see what that number potentially could look like, and if they do sign him. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. We are here now with 180 people on YouTube right now, 45 likes on the video. So please drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Shout out to everyone over on Twitter, X Rocking Heavy there as well. 175 people there as well, man. Y'all showed out tonight. I greatly appreciate everyone who has done so. Thanks again for the super chat, Randy Scott there. Where did I leave off? Mandis out here. Yeah, man. I shut down Jeff. Yeah, you shut down our first PSF show. I did it to low on accident too. That app was so buggy. Like it was just you thought you were touching one button and then the screen would glitch and it moved the button. And it's like, what just happened? Yeah, good days. Yeah, man, it was nuts. That was a stressful time. Lakers' new sponsor is Dyson Vacuums. They suck just as much. 10, they can get whoever they want. This is damn near agreeable. What's going on, Rand? Tijuana Padres soon. Oh man. At this point, would not be mad if people call us the Los Angeles deferments. That's funny. Tijuana and Pobres. Oh man. Dodgers can win without Tanner Scott. Boston Red Sox owner does not invest money in baseball. Not right now. He sure hasn't. During the season, no one cares about contracts. True. Mark Davis. What's going on, Mark Davis? Appreciate you tuning in. Hepatitis See You Later says, people mad they didn't get MLB level talent for Lux, but the prospects in the trade have a better chance of getting them a big name than Lux. Reminds me of when they got Jeter Downs from the Reds and Josiah Gray. I'm telling you, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Facts. Boston signed guys like Price, JD Martinez, Story, Yoshida. We were not bidding wars for them. Nope, we were not. Thanks for joining, Mark. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Matthew says, what y'all think of the A's spending and the Giants signing Grandpa Verlander? We'll go Dodgers. That's a funny point. But the A's are in the process of relocating, right? They're in a different stadium now. They're sitting there. You know, he raised up a bunch of prices on people last year at the end there. Sold a bunch of stuff from the stadium that should have probably been given to fans. Now he's going to spend it, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how they do it. But that guy's kind of a punk, man. We have the best GM and front office in all the sports. Trust them. Yep, that's exactly where I'm at. Appreciate you again, Search. Okay, gotcha. Giants might go get Serger and Rich Hill to complete their collective collection of AARP members. Giants have no hitting. This sounds crazy, but I have a weird feeling Scott goes to the Giants. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, if their plan is, look, just get whatever arms you can. If that's their plan, Then maybe they overpay for a Scott. They lost Snell. They got Verlander. Who did? Why am I tripping? They signed someone else. Who did they sign? Why am I drawing a blank right now? They signed another arm. They missed out on Birds and they signed someone shortly after that. I can't remember the top of my head who they got. Mets met with Tanner Scott per MLB trade rumors. They may have met him. Sorry, Lucky's going nuts back here, tap dancing on the back sliding glass door here. He sees like twigs and branches flying across the backyard. He wants to go chase and fetch them. So he's going nuts. Let's see. Dodger Boy, what's going on, Dodger Boy? Have you been hearing about the fires? Yeah, I mean, I obviously, hearing and seeing it earlier. Since I got home, I got home, I had to go kind of take care of my backyard. Kim got set up for the show, so I don't know the current state of it. All I know is I'm hearing the wind, and it's crazy out there right now, man. It is absolutely crazy out there right now. Dodgers have 7 to 8 threats. Excited to watch HSK. Okay, we're reaching the part where I realized I figured out how to do it. 110% penalty. Okay, gotcha. Is it possible Dodgers get Tanner? Sorry, feel bad for their opponents this coming season. Junior Cole, yeah, it's absolutely possible that they get Tanner. I think they have a good chance at getting him, a real good chance at getting him. So, if they do, there's going to be definitely some upset people, but we don't care what people say. Let's see. Why Verlander? Does he take the role of grooming pitchers? It's not even necessarily the why Verlander for me. It's why 15 million for Verlander for me. That's just craziness to me, man. After all, Tommy Edmonds was great, and Edmund was great in the playoffs. He absolutely was. Verlander is like my hands before dinner, all washed up. What's going on, Francisco? No homegrown talent on the roster. Homegrown talent on the roster. Well, Will Smith was homegrown talent. Gavin Lux was. He just got traded. Let's think about it. Kike, no. Obviously, Teo, no. Conforto, no. Pajes is. Outman is still on the roster. They still got some other guys that are on the roster that are homegrown talents. But as far as on the 26-man roster getting regular playing time, Will Smith, Pajes, and it was Lux. Austin Barnes, technically homegrown talent. Kershaw will be back on the roster. He's a homegrown talent. Let me think about this. In the bullpen, Bruce Starr is not homegrown talent. Henriquez is homegrown talent. But the Dodgers have kind of been those guys that will let go of their homegrown talent and they'll sign someone else's or trade for someone else's. It's not abnormal for the Dodgers to do that. I don't see the hunger in him to sign up for the San Francisco Giants. Better go for someone in the MPB player for that money. Even if Kim sucks, Dodgers are the Dodgers. This is true. I think they can turn him into something. Giants are grasping at straws. This is also true. Let's see. Where would you put Vlad? Well, if you trade Vlad, you probably figure it out. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, he can't play first because of Freddie. Can't DH. It's a good question. But Boston, I think, is going to try to go all in on Vlad. Mets are in on Verdugo too. Good. We need another guy to strike out to end another World Series. I've been a fan ever since they won the World Series in 2021. Lewis may go to the Yankees. Padres in legal trouble of ownership rights and MLB yet to I guess to set as well. Yeah, they will though. There's a secession plan. They're going to honor it. It's pretty ironclad. Is in baseball. Your hat kicks ass. Hey, appreciate you. I'm telling you, Mag Park, man. Mag Park. Shout out to Mag Park. I got to get you. Let me find my people real quick here. Hold on a second. Let me get the link for them. Let me see. 1 second here. Let me get the website for them. Here we go. He's my peoples right here, man. He's my peoples. A dope spot. They got a basketball court in there. Like I said, they got one in the Topanga Mall. They got one in Burbank. I'm gonna go ahead and oh, you already did? All right, appreciate your search. But here it is again for the Mag Park. Those are my peoples. That's where the hat is from. They gifted me this hat. They got a bunch of different hats over there. They drop hats on the regular. Ton of kicks over there, both new and used. And like I said, they're my peoples. I'm gonna get I'm gonna have an affiliate link to them soon. And kind of working through that with them, but they're definitely friends of the show. They're friends of mine, basically family. So I'm going to check and see what they got. But this hat I got from there. They had a bad one that I missed, man. It was like an In-N-Out Burger themed one. I'm still tight that I missed that one. But I got the Japanese Dodgers one, and I got this one. And this is all from the Mag Park, and they do make great products over there. Those are my guys. Let's see. Joe says there are many reasons, but the biggest of them is that they are the Dodgers. Kim said with a smile. Yeah, facts. Been critical of the Dodgers for their ability to develop and draft position players lately, but rushing won't be like DJ Peters for sure. Yeah, this is true. But the Dodgers' main focus hasn't been that. It's been developing the myth of the players and moving them, or just having them for potential to do so. Sometimes you just have too many. And they had that before. And now that the guy that they got in the deal for Michael Busch is their top pitching prospect, right? I was really familiar with the team because I watched so much Dodgers baseball over the years in Chan Ho Park and Rio, having played there. Yep. If Tanner wants the bag and not a ring, who needs him? Dodgers play for the name on the jersey and not the back. Yep. What's going on, Los Dodgers? What's going on? Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. And like I said, everyone who's in LA, man, I hope that you guys are doing well with this win and these wildfires, man. 175 people on YouTube right now, 61 likes in the video. Appreciate you guys. And once again, we're sitting here with 173 people on Twitter X right now. Once again, appreciate you guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already. BC says, Dodgers prospects hit so badly, anyone over 230 is considered a success. Junior says, Big Red's going to the pen. May could be awesome there. He absolutely could. No way Sasaki goes to SD after being his name mentioned in a lawsuit. That would be odd. One Peruvian guy, what's going on, my guy? I appreciate you for tuning in. The Padres are on a plane to Toronto. Oh man, that day. Said Danuba, California in the house. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. People said the biggest attraction for Roki to SD would be the mid-market vibes, not a lot of media attention, so he can focus. A couple of weeks later, his name is in a lawsuit, so much for less attention. Yeah, and I mean, small market, less attention for a guy who's going to make minimal money coming over. Probably is going to want a lot of attention on a team in LA to get more money. It's just the more you talk about it, the more it just makes sense, right? Ozzy, what's going on, Ozzy? Percentage of the Dodgers get Tanner. I would say 75%. I'm confident. Doesn't mean they're getting it. I could be dead wrong. I'm confident though. I'm confident they get Tanner Scott. I am. I asked the question earlier in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you guys that we get Tanner Scott? So let me ask you guys again, for those who are came in after that. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that Tanner Scott signs with the Dodgers? On another note, we have gotten 12 new subscribers during this show. The pace of this show over the last 28 days has been spectacular. Just absolutely incredible. It's like when I first started, kind of took off when I first started covering basketball, got monetized rather quickly. Quicker than the average channel. And we're kind of back on that run again now that I'm covering both sports, locked in, being consistent, and really doing great. I had set a goal to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of February. And Joe, shout out to Joe Soro. He told me, nah, you're going to get there in like 2 weeks. I thought he was crazy. But the pace that this is going, it might happen. I don't know. I still think that's a big goal and a big task to get. At that point would have been 150 subs in 2 weeks. But maybe the way that the channel is going, I'm starting to feel confident that there's a chance, right? So that's why I'm telling you guys, when I say like and subscribe, is because I have a goal of trying to get to 2K in a time period, and that's why I bring it up. So appreciate those who have done so already. Like I said, very successful show tonight, numbers wise. We're already sitting on almost 1,500 views, 167 people in here right now, 64 likes. Great participation by the chat and everyone involved. It's a big deal to us creators, so appreciate you guys. Let's see. Prize says Shohei is the best GM. He is, man. He is. But on that note, again, let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you guys that Tanner Scott signs with the Dodgers? Name in a lawsuit without even being on the damn team. Less media pressure. All right, I'm back. Good to have you back. Let's see. Bridget says, you hear about the 16-year-old Latino pitcher from Mexico we signed? Hopefully a better person than the last. We signed a few guys from Mexico that turned out just fine. But yeah, Julio got a little away from himself, man. And that's still one of the biggest regrets and disappointments. Julio was my favorite prospect in a very long time. And that was gut wrenching, man. That hurt. I had a lot of high hopes for Julio. Julio coming up in 2016 was a prospect that both me and my grandfather both really liked. Obviously, my grandfather passed away in 2016. Got to see him debut as a rookie. Got to see him, pitch in the playoffs against the World Championship Cubs. We had high hopes for him. Obviously, he helped us win a World Series in 2020. He let us down. Let himself down, and sucks that happened, man. Sucks. Yeah. Winds are crazy. Got some semi truck slipping. Yeah, man. It is bad out there. It's really bad. Really, really, really bad. Let's see. When will Sasaki make his decision? He has to make the decision between January 15th. Well, he can technically make the decision now. He has to sign between January 15th and January 23rd. I would guess he makes his decision between the 18th and the 23rd. That's what I would guess. So Search says 100 likes. We will give away 5 free memberships. 5 free memberships if we get to 100 likes. All right, y'all. We're sitting at 65. We have 151 people in the building. 151. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Search is going to give away 5 memberships for free if we reach 100 likes during this stream. Appreciate you as always, Search. Let's see. Christian PR says Scott is coming to Queens. Hey, maybe he does. I don't think he does, but maybe he does. We'll see. If he doesn't, you got to pull up when he doesn't. But hey, I mean, do they have a chance? They do, yeah. But I don't think it happens. Willie Adames. Willie went to the Giants. Oh no, but I thought they signed another pitcher though. They signed no arm. Okay, then maybe I was tripping. I thought they got somebody though. Like it wasn't a big deal. Okay, who did they sign before Scherzer? Like, who was their last signing before Scherzer? Why am I tripping? Chen Lu, what's going on, Chen? Dodgers won. Tanner Scott signed 4-year contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. That would be fantastic. And we're hoping so. And that would be absolutely ideal. Something that's it's not just it is a luxury. It's a want at some point more than a need. But as teams continue to stack over the next handful of years, it's going to become a need. And I think by getting the need now saves you from getting the need later. Heard Dukes in Malibu burnt down. Man, Dukes burnt down? Yo, are you serious? Hold on. Not Dukes, man. Hold on. All right, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that come up. So I'm hoping. Obviously, hearing anything gets burned down, I hope is a rumor, not true. But man, not Dukes, man. Forgot if I welcomed you. Welcome again if you didn't. Welcome again. Chilltown says, I want Kike signed soon. I feel like he's an X factor like Edmund. We need our X factors. I agree. And look, I am 100% convinced that we have Kike back. That would probably be the biggest shock of them all. Roki would surprise me. Tanner Scott going somewhere else would disappoint me. I think the most sure thing I am is Kike coming back. I'm 100% convinced he's coming back. That would absolutely shock me if he doesn't coming back. But I agree with you about our X Factor guys. I would say Muncy is homegrown. No one wanted him and he became a beast with us. Kind of like Taylor too. I know that's a touchy subject, but kind of like Taylor too. Miggy was ours originally, and we traded him and got him back. That's our homegrown talent faults for not producing. That's a good point, Justin. That's a good point. Doesn't really matter to me if they're homegrown or not. Let's stack some chips. Talk to them. Talk to them. Yep, Kershaw homegrown. May and Gosselin, guys we drafted too. Yep. Also, I care more about getting the best talent regardless of where they come from. We're in an air horn roll right now. Shohei America hometown is LA. Don't care about homegrown, only care about his runs. Yep. And wins. Couldn't care that much about homegrown. Okay, cool. We're on the same page. Matthew says, finally got my 2024 World Series hat, but never had a 2020 World Series hat. I'm going to get one, then 88, then work my way down. Yeah, Matthew, you can tap my Fanatics link. They have both. So tap my Fanatics link. I've gotten both my 88 and my 2020 hats from Fanatics. I've got the ones with the World Series patch and the championship patch for 2020. And I got the one for 88. I've got a plethora. Shout out to El Guapo. A ton of 2024 World Series hats. And stay tuned. May have some exciting news to the channel for some potential giveaways as a result of that. Appreciate you, Search Man. Those are my peoples. Working on an affiliate, man. Working on an affiliate with them. Let's see. And I never promote my Substack. I suck at life for that. But I also do some writing and Substack, and I need to get back on that. Search, hold me accountable. Get on for me. Get on me for that, man. Push me on that. Talk trash to me about that. I need to get back on some Substack stuff. Writing articles takes some time, obviously. So I got to get back on it. I got a lot of great content ideas for the Substack. Got a lot of ideas for my writing in general. I got some things I'm working on. I think you guys are going to really like. I think that was another goal of mine, to not just be like a radio voice, a sports broadcaster, a talk show host, but to be a sports columnist, a sports novelist, beat writer, stuff like that was always things I wanted to do. So I'm obviously probably never going to work for a newspaper, might not ever work for a radio station. I do have my own show, but it's not globally to the masses, right? But even no matter how little or big it may be, I still want to check the box. I still want to get it off the list because I feel like it's something I owe my grandfather. And so I'm going to do that. And I think I've already started the Substack and some articles. I think they're pretty good. So I got some stuff coming that I think you guys are going to enjoy other than just the shows. Yep. Jackson Ferris was in the Bush deal. Now he's a top 100 prospect. Zaire hoping that Bush trade as well is now emerging as a potential blue chip prospect. Scouts are raving about him. Yeah. So it's like, I'm almost like pay attention more to the prospects the Dodgers trade for versus the ones they trade out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 6 is my confidence. Okay. Bless all for the subs. Yeah, bless all for the subs. All right, so we're currently at 76 likes on the video here, 157 people in the building. If we reach 100 likes, Search will give away 5 free memberships. All we need is 24, Kobe, 24 more likes on the video to get 5 more free memberships, courtesy of Search. And an 8 for Sasaki. Yep. The Watcher. What's going on, the Watcher? 3 is my confidence. Okay, low. He's low. 6 only because I think every other team seems to want to be cheap and not pay anymore. Fair. Nando says, might as well just pay Flaherty 80 over 4 and trade for a reliever and pass on Scott. It's a good take. I just don't think the Dodgers have a ton of confidence in Flaherty come playoff time multiple times in the series. But if you have a deep rotation, maybe. And, he was fantastic during the regular season. We don't get where we get without him. He did have 2 very good performances in the playoffs. I can't act like he didn't. but he also had some horrific ones. And I think the Dodgers, I was talking to someone yesterday. Look, if they don't get Roki, they don't get Tanner Scott. Do you think at any point they circle back to Tanner Scott? And from what I heard was, I wouldn't suspect that. Wouldn't rule it out, but wouldn't suspect it is what I was told. 7 for Sasaki and 3 for Scott. Okay. He's not even worth that. You crazy. I no longer enjoy the NBA. Said don't care. I think a lot of us are in that boat. 6 that we get Scott. Joe says, wait, when Roki signs, your ish is gonna get thunder. Yeah, no, you're right. You brought that up. You told me that. And like I said, I because I had taken so much time off from covering basketball and all that stuff, you get used to your channel kind of moving at a particular pace. But once I locked in again, held myself accountable and got up here on the regular, sometimes doing multiple shows in a day, the channel took absolute off again, right? And I know I'm still considered a small channel. I'm only, slightly under 1,900 subscribers. But it's on a roll right now. It's on a roll. Again, we've gotten more since I spoke on it earlier. We're up to 1,883 subs now. And like I said, it's moving. It's moving in the right direction. And it's all because of you guys, man. All because of you guys. 6 for Scott. 6 for Scott. Gotcha. Okay, got it. We're now at 80 likes right now. We are 20 likes away, y'all. Come on, 20 likes away. Got a World Series out of him at least. This is true. And shout out to him. I want to give him his flowers. Like I said, that day, it was a 100 and something degree day in August. He went full game, 100 something pitches, got us the win. Oh, shout out to Flaherty. He did what they wanted. They traded for him. Julio and Fernando miss Julio, but he decided to hit his wife. Yeah, man. It just sucks what he did, man. Sucks what he did. Yeah, just so, man. That was my guy, man. That was my guy. Rumors, Vladdy, 427 million. Woo, Jorge. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Of course, yeah, we miss Fernando for sure. Julio couldn't control the anger, sad end to a career. Yeah, the alcohol, man. The alcohol. And pride and anger and sucks. He wasn't having the greatest of year. Maybe now why? Maybe his drinking was getting out of hand. Maybe some things went awry there. At the end of the day, it's sad. It sucks. And what could have been? I don't think a team gives him another shot. Julio was my favorite prospect as a fellow Mexican at the same age. Hate the way it ended. Yeah, man. I support anyone who came from where someone like Julio came from. People from Mexico, Venezuela, from the DR, from the PR, who grow up from Cuba. Anyone who grew up in just inhumane situations. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And they escape that. And they have a chance to make generational wealth and feed generations. And it's an incredible story when it happens the right way. It's a horrific story when it falls apart. And Julio was one of those horrific stories. Don't want to hear no Julio talk. I mean, I get it. But he was a Dodger. He was part of a World Series team. You're going to always hear him come up. Julio Urias has the same amount of RBIs in the playoff as Mike Trout. He said STFF with Julio. LFG. Let's go. Let's see. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna talk about him simply because he won a championship with the Dodgers. I don't condone what he did, but his name is gonna come up from time to time, point blank, period. Blade, what's going on, Blade? Jeff, if the Dodgers end up with both Scott, Roki, get ready to see the other 29 teams with their hands. Oh, yeah, man, yeah, yep. Let's see. Got a Verlander. Okay, my trip, they didn't sign anyone between that after Adames, Victor Gonzalez. I saw Victor Gonzalez pitch in the minor leagues. I saw him pitch at AAA OKC. He was dope. He was cool. He actually came up and talked to us. He was cool. Reports Toronto looking for Vladdy trade. We got another super chat in the building. Appreciate you. Don't appreciate the news, but I appreciate the chat here. Randy Scott, the 199 super chat. Eaton Fire is 1 mile from Pasadena, 65 mile-an-hour winds. Mercy. Oh man, Pasadena. I'm gonna be in Pasadena tomorrow, so that is not ideal. Not ideal. Man, that sucks. I got to see where that is. They are temporarily closed. Okay, yeah. Do you think the Dodgers are getting Tanner Scott? Espinosa Soto. I think there's a good chance we get him. I do. I'm confident. Would I guarantee it? No, and I'm not saying that. And but I'm confident that the Dodgers have a legitimate chance at getting Tanner Scott and Roki Sasaki. I'm confident, y'all. I legitimately am. I am. I don't. When I looked it up online, it didn't say that Duke's burned down. I did not see that. Malibu Pier Cafe, and I know I would frequent a lot of those spots, man. Duke's, Malibu Pier Cafe, Malibu Wines, obviously Paradise Cove, all of those, man. Your boy enjoys Sundays. You know what I mean? Sunday fun day, and frequented PCH and Malibu often. Man, I remember when Malibu Wines burned down last time. I'll be sad if Kike leaves. I don't think Kike is leaving. Reports Vladimir Guerrero to Dodgers, 80%. I don't know where that report is from. Not really. Taylor had a good season in Seattle. Well, I remember when he got here, when they got him, they said that it was kind of like a broken swing. They rebuilt him, turned him around. He was kind of like an unknown when they got him. From what I remember about Taylor. Oh, I know he was an MLB player. Kershaw not homegrown. He was not homegrown. I mean, drafted by us is homegrown. I don't. SoCal or the farm system. Well, if you're drafted and are part of the farm system, that's homegrown, no matter where you're from. No matter where you're from. What's going on, Dre? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. For your first time back this new year, appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're at 90 likes, y'all. 90 likes, 161 people. Let's close this out. Let's get to the 100 likes. 100 likes, and Search gives away 5 free memberships. 161 people in the building. We're sitting at the 90 likes. Let's go. There's at least 10 of you in here who have not dropped a like on the video. Let's get to 100, and Search will gift the 5 free memberships. We're at 91. Let's go. We're 9 away. 9 away. Let's go. Come on, y'all. 92. 8 away. Come on, y'all. Tap the like. Let's get to 100. We can move on. Shut me up and get to 100. Let's go. We're at 92 right now. Tap the like if you haven't done so already, man. 95. There we go. 95. 97. Let's go. 3 away, y'all. We're only 3 away. You shut me up. It's not going to come up again. Let's go. 97. 97 if you want Tanner Scott. Drop a like if you want Tanner Scott and Roki Sasaki to sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's go. 98. Let's go. I don't want to come back. There we go. We got to 100. Bang. There we go. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Search, as always, man. Love you, brother. To me, it's deep blue ground. Y'all extra. Old man Kershaw, I'm going to start calling him Grandpa Kersh. Kind of rhymes. Yeah. Mets took an interview with Tanner too, but it's unlikely as ever. I'd want to stay in Southern Cal too. Yeah. I mean, meeting with them, maybe. I mean, teams are maybe trying to drive up the price too. Doesn't mean they're necessarily going to do it, right? Let's see. What's going on, Hailey Ford? Appreciate you for tuning in as always. Hey, Jeff, it's good turning into your show tonight. Great Dodgers talk and a nice diversion from the soap opera that is the Lakers. Yes, that's precisely why I did the show about the Dodgers tonight, man. I wasn't going to touch that mess tonight. I'll be talking basketball tomorrow. I did a 3-hour stream the other day, so I kind of built up enough basketball equity for the week. Sunday show, go check it out. Our Saturday night show, I feel it was a great show. I had some guys join the panel, dropped the link in the chat. I don't always do that. Technically took call-ins, but ran it like a panel because that's how we do it. That's what a good host does. And I got it going, and it was fun, man. But Hailey Ford, also another member, also a subscriber to the Substack, as I mentioned earlier. So I appreciate you, Hailey. Thank you for you pretty much support everything I do. So I greatly thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're a true supporter, and I thank you for caring enough and tuning in and supporting me pretty much on every level. So I appreciate you. LA over New York, Cal over New York, West Coast over East Coast, West Coast over East Coast. Jackson Ferris will get traded out. You think? I don't know. I don't know. R.I.P. Kobe for sure, and always. Roki does have other suitors for sure. Tanner Scott, 80% decided. %, believe. What's going on, Jonathan? Appreciate you for tuning in. We're definitely getting Roki. I tend to agree. Scott is Ohtani's worst nightmare. Scott's not needs to be a Dodger. I think that's another reason why they should do that. I think that's another reason why. The Dodgers are the most diverse team of all time. Asian, Hispanic, yeah, they definitely are. There was a rumor that Julio had cartel connections, street whispers. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that from people that would actually know, and I heard that to be absolutely true. Let's see. Viralocity. What's going on, Viralocity? Hi, Jeff. Here, please get the word out so our franchise player Ohtani changes his sliding technique. We can have such a valuable commodity be at risk every time he slides arm first. Yeah. Viralocity, I think you're right about that. I think you're absolutely right about that. And I think the Dodgers are going to be kind of keeping an eye on that. I don't see him running as much next year. I think that's one of the reasons they got Kim. I think with him pitching, they're going to limit the amount that he does that, just to be precautionary. But we'll wait and see. Christian Roman, what's going on? Christian Roman said, "Let's go Mets." Hey, I like what you guys are doing over there. You guys, it's exciting. You guys were really fun to watch this year. The OMG run was really fun. Hope we get to face off with you guys again and take you guys out again. But I give you guys all the props in the world. You guys had a great run. Need the Lakers to give Jackson Hayes the Julio treatment. Woo! Ouch. Mets are looking at Scott. Yep, seems to be like they are. Finalists for Scott, Boston and LA. That's what the talk is right now. We'll see if that ends up being true. Verlander going from one of their hated team to another. Yep. Dukes was the spot. Let's see. My business people talking to each other. D-backs just snatched the Giants chain with Corbin Burns signing. Seems like Burns to the FF was such a layup for them. Yeah, that surprised us, man. That surprised us. Kind of like similar to what they did when they got Greinke. Very similar, snuck up. Roki, not yet. Roki is not a sure thing. The Dodgers, according to scouts and reports, not a sure thing, but I think there's a good chance we get him. Dan Inspiration, what's going on, man? Are you Larry Bird confident or are you Ben Simmons confident? I'm Larry Bird confident. I'm always Larry Bird confident. I'm a very confident guy. I'm a very confident, self-aware guy. Now Taylor is only on an MLB roster because of his contract. 29 other teams don't consider him one anymore. Yeah, fortunately. Curse is a Dodger draft. Yep. See, so I got 98, 93. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone who contributed and helping us get to 100. Greatly appreciate you guys. Search gave out those 5 free memberships. I'm going to get to that in a second here. I want to get down to the scroll here. Let me see. There we go. There it is. And appreciate brother Search, man. Let me see who got the memberships here. Looks like Goat James got a membership. Looks like let's see. Dre got a membership. Mike Johnson got a membership. Yeah, appreciate all the membership. 5 free memberships courtesy of Search, man. Appreciate you. We got there. Brother Search coming through again. Oh, sorry. There was a mass casualty incident, massive burnt victim seeking shelter, something like that. Oh, man. Man, that's just sad, man. That just sucks. That sucks. Yeah, that's sad, man. Homegrown is there across the post. It's not homegrown. Like local talent is the guy that comes from your city, but homegrown is a guy that you what's going on, Jorge? Is a guy that you draft and come up through your system. Lakers 8-8, he says. Shout out from AZ. What's going on, Adrian Salazar? Appreciate you tuning in from AZ. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. Kersh looks like 40 more 42 than Verlander. Kersh got the super dad bod working for him right now, right? Super dad bod working for him right now. Super. Ohtani is the final boss. It's why he slides like yeah, Jim Bowden is tripping, man. When's the last time Jim Bowden was right on anything? When was the last time? Praise the Dodgers. But like I said, when's the last time Jim Bowden was right on anything? When's the last time? Nando says, unpopular opinion, but the Dodgers don't need Kershaw anymore. Need? Probably not, but it's the right thing to do. But I don't really think that's an unpopular opinion as far as need. But I think the right thing to do is to let him retire a Dodger and keep him around. Just live, exactly, living the dream, man. He earned the right. He made us relevant before all these major stars came in. I'm okay with it. Kersh is on a multi-season retirement tour. Good for him. Yeah, I mean, I'm with it. Hey Jeff, heard about the messy soap opera developing an SD with the Peter Seidler wife and brothers fighting in court to control the team. That looked kind of what we had with the McCourt divorce. You would like to say, yeah, the McCourt one was terrible, man. Played out with us, right? But this one, I don't see going another direction than it siding with the brothers, because MLB succession plan is pretty much carved in stone, and that was his wishes before he passed. If he told her something different, he never put that through the league, which is where it has to be done in order to be official. And so if he did tell her something different, he never filed that with the league, apparently. So it does not appear like it's going to end up her controlling the team. It does not appear, at least. Have to wait and see how that goes, but don't believe that to be the case. Yeah, thank you all for the great questions, y'all. And I was able to keep up to it tonight. There was a couple nights ago, man. I couldn't catch up. I was like, holy Lord. When I got to all of them, I was like, wow, I was burnt out. If there's a threat to the Dodgers, in my opinion, to the Braves, Mets, Padres, if they get together, maybe the Phillies. Yeah, the Braves has really done nothing. I don't know what's going on with them. If we don't get Scott, who else is out there? Probably a trade. You got the talks about Helsley. There's what's that name? Damn it, what's the other dude's name? Why am I drawing blanks tonight in my mind? I'm tired. But there's probably a few guys they could trade for. There's still some other guys that could sign, but not to the level of a Tanner Scott. They could trade for someone really good, but Tanner Scott appears to be their prime target and main focus, and rightfully so. He's deserved it. He's earned it, and him on the Dodgers just makes so much sense to have that type of dominance on the back end of that bullpen right there. 225 people on Twitter X right now, man. Shout out to you guys. 160 people on YouTube right now. Shout out to you guys. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications to be notified when we go live on all things NBA, MLB, Lakers, Dodgers. Get that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Great place to be. You're here anyway. Just subscribe. I think like 80% of y'all haven't subscribed to the channel that watch every night. Let's see. Who was the best trash talker of all time in sports? I honestly think it was Larry Bird. The scoring 40 points with just using the left hand. The telling a team about a white guy guarding him. Yeah, he was up there. A lot of the guys in the 80s talked a lot of trash. KG was kind of like fake tough guy talking trash. Michael Jordan talked a lot of trash. Kobe talked a lot of trash. In today's era, Ant-Man talks a lot of trash, but he hasn't been able to back it up. Jimmy Butler talked a lot of trash, hasn't really backed it up as far as a championship. But a lot of guys that talk trash. But Larry Bird might be the GOAT at trash talking. He's definitely up there. He's definitely up there for sure. Ain't no party like a FS1 party. Oh, that story is crazy. I'm very interested to see how much of that is true when that all comes out, and this all gets like broken down. And I know a lot of the being said right now is alleged, right? But that whole story is crazy. My God, that is nuts. Not surprising, but crazy. Just crazy. That that is nuts. What's going on over there? I expect a heavy bounce back year from Acuna. Don't count Atlanta out. No. I said that I felt that it was going to be Dodgers, Braves battling it out for the next 5 years. Then Atlanta just got hurt. They just couldn't stay healthy. The Dodgers got hurt too, but were able to overcome it. Atlanta couldn't overcome it. They lose Max Fried. They constantly have injury problems. They need some bullpen help. The fact that they've done nothing yet is very, very intriguing to me. He said LeBron would flop. Trade for a Class A. Kenley Jensen is still available. Yeah, Rand, let me ask you a question because I think the jury's all split. I know a lot of people will say flat out no to Kenley Jensen. I wouldn't want him back as a closer, but if they have a spot in the pen and he's still effective, I wouldn't hate it. Class A, I would love. They tried to get him last year. I understand that I understand that facts. I understand that I know that they tried to get him last year, and I understand that he did struggle a little bit in the playoffs this year, but he's still a guy that I would definitely look to get. Blade said, Jeff, any rumors you've heard about the whole construction work that's going on at Dodger Stadium? Oddly enough about that, someone asked me that the other day, and I was like, no, I haven't. I know people that work there. Like I know people that, and I know a ton of people in construction and election that, and in the unions and people that give me intel on that, and I just haven't asked. So there's a second person that's asked me that in literally a couple of days. So I'm gonna start checking on that. I'm working on getting some pretty high level Dodger channel people on the show. The relationship building has been going great. I already had Jeff Spiegel of Dodger Blue on. That was a great episode. If you didn't see that, make sure to check that out. I've got some more people coming on very soon. I'm excited about. Been working on that, and for both baseball and basketball, I'm working on something crazy for basketball. But baseball, I got a lot of things lined up. One of them came close to potentially happening today, but this windstorm kind of blew that opportunity away. But for this week, that will be happening soon. Couldn't check for sure. Atlanta, when they get all their players back, will be the biggest threat to the Dodgers. Yeah, I've said that for a while. They are very, very, very good still. Construction expensive. Sakala Bolsita. Hope I said that right. I'm working at Dodger Stadium now. Oh, you are? I mean, if you're there and you work there, give us an update, man. Give us an update. Let's see. We're doing the big lights up top. Nice. Okay. And if you're at Dodger Stadium, if you got IG or Twitter, they're posted up here at the top at EmpireJeffTV on IG at EmpireJeff_. Shoot me a DM. I'd be curious to get some behind the scenes stuff there, some pictures or just tell me just an update of what's going on there. I'd appreciate it. That'd be kind of cool. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and stay safe. I don't think a lot of people give the construction workers their due. More people die in construction throughout the year than you would think. It's a very dangerous profession. That people make sacrifices to work in that field. And like I do with military, like I do with truck drivers, like I do with like all them, like salute to you, because that is not a job for everyone. And shout out to those who actually do it, because it's a definite sacrifice. Get Tim Rogers on the Dodgers. He knows prospects very well and a great guy. I've talked with him, so hopefully we'll be lining that up. Talk to pretty much, it's been pretty cool, man. My DMs are getting to a spot that I'm kind of like sometimes pinching myself, like wow, like I actually get to talk with some greats. It's been great. It's been great. Like I have a long history of knowing people in the media, and a long history of being able to talk to people. But as far as being able to build connections with people in this space on YouTube in a short span of time that I've been doing it has been a blessing. We're the ones in the white coveralls. Okay, painter, right? Atlanta lost all their pitchers. Yep. I'm a painter. Yep. See, there we go. But appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Stay safe. Yep. Shout out from Mexico. We go blue. Let's go and beat another person out of the country. That's what I'm talking about. We got a very global show tonight, man. My old man used to do construction, now railroad. Yeah, man, it's a sacrifice. Okay, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Shoot me some DMs, man. I would love to see it. I'd love to see what's going on over there. The company he worked for basically collapsed. And since that happens in construction, man. Sometimes they just go under. Some guys work they just bounce around, like same union but different companies, right? And it's a crazy gig. I got a lot of brother-in-laws that do construction, electricians, do the DWP thing. Like I know a lot of people like in those fields, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, man. It is hard work, absolute hard work. So shout out to anyone that does that, because it's an absolute sacrifice. But let's see. Okay, we're coming up on a little over an hour and a half here. What a showing tonight, man. We're gonna get out of here with over 2,000 views during the live. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible, man. Tuning in here on a Tuesday night. Didn't think we were gonna be able to get through this because of all the wins. I was worried about the power going out or the internet going down. Shout out to Spectrum. Shout out to DWP keeping us afloat here to get this whole show done. Shout out to Brother Search for giving away 5 free memberships again. Shout out to everyone who dropped the likes on the video to get us past 100 likes. So Search could and would drop the 5 free memberships. It's all love. It's all love. We all love the Los Angeles Dodgers. That's what we're here tonight for. Talk Dodgers, talk baseball. And you guys are appreciated. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. If you are in anywhere within the LA area, Southern California, and you are dealing with these wins, stay safe. Stay safe. Be careful. Check on your loved ones. Help someone if you can. If someone's in need that you know that's going through something due to the wins, help them. And take care of each other, man. This is going to get bad for the next handful of hours. And we're going to wake up tomorrow with probably a lot of damage. So God bless everyone affected by it, who already has been and who will be. And I would like to do something on the show to potentially, maybe we can pick a family or someone that gets hit pretty hard by this. And maybe we can do something as a community to give back towards it. I know I'm always for stuff like that. So it's going to get crazy. And so I can hear this wind picking up worse and worse. So I'm definitely going to get out of here because I think it's only a matter of time before the power probably goes or the internet. Can't believe it lasted the hour and a half that we've been on here. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for, like I said, getting to 100 likes so Shirts can give away the memberships. Thank you to Search. Appreciate everyone for spending their time. Dodgers, Tanner Scott, LA versus Boston potentially. Let's get it done, Dodgers. Let's get it done, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Search, thank you again, brother. You're the best in the business. Catch you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. I'm out of here. Peace.